Hello friends, in this video you will learn how to recover a deleted file from FAT file system using a hex editor. So as you can see on the desktop I have created this image of a floppy, and I will extract a deleted file from this floppy. So first of all, let me show you what's inside this floppy. Let's go to the desktop. Let me mount this. As you can see, there is a directory by the name of dir1, and there is also a file by the name of file1.txt. If we go inside this directory, there is an image file by the name of file1.jpg. So in this tutorial we are going to recover this file from this FAT file system. So I will delete this file and then show you how can we recover this file. So let me delete this file. So as you can see, I have deleted this file file1.jpg. You can see here it is empty. So now let's try to recover this file using a hex editor. Let me first unmount this floppy drive, this floppy image. For this, let's go back to the desktop. So I have unmounted this floppy image from the system. Now let's open this file using a hex editor. I have already installed Bless hex editor on my this Kali Linux. You can use any hex editor of your choice. Okay, so now let's open a new tab and let's run fs state command against this floppy drive. Sorry, it's a floppy image. Okay, let's go to the desktop. Okay, so now we got this information from this fs state command. So the file system type is f12 and there is a number of useful information. So what we will do here, we will copy this entire information into a file. So let me type mouse and tutorial txt. Okay, now I have copied this information into a file. we will use two formulas to recover the file from this system, and that formula is, let me show you. Yes, we will use these formulas to recover file. Okay, so first of all we have to find out the data area from where the data starts in this FAT file system. So for this, the data area starts from sector number 19. So we will copy this 19 and we will multiply this with the sector size to get the offset of the data area. And as you can see, sector size is 512. So we will multiply this with 512 and let me open calculator. Okay, so let's multiply it. We got this. Now we will convert it into hexadecimal value. I made a mistake. Since it is in hexadecimal, we will use 0x. Now if we go to this offset, go to offset, as you can see, there is file1.txt. So this 0f tells us that this is a subdirectory. Sorry, this is a file. Let me show you the image. 0f means long file name. So this is a long file name, and this 20 byte means it is a file. Okay, but we have to recover file2.jpg, and this is a long file name for directory dir1, and this is a short, this is a file. How can we identify that? Let me choose. This is a subdirectory. So dir1 is a subdirectory. We can identify whether it is a directory or subdirectory. So just use this template. Okay. So if we count from here, 1 2 3 4 5, fifth attribute tells us whether it is a folder or file. So if we go here 1 2 3 4 5, and there here on the fifth number here you can see 10, value 10, and we compare if the value, what is value 10, it is a subdirectory. So Now we have to go inside this directory dir1, since file2.jpg is located inside dir1. So for this purpose we will need the start cluster of this file. So start cluster is situated after 4 bytes: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So if we calculate this from here, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, so let me type is 0500. We will have to use it in the, we will have to write this in little endian format. So we will reverse this 005 and ultimately it will become 0x5. Okay, now we will use this formula. So you can see the start set area. Cluster area starts from 30, so 33 plus this cluster number -2, 5 -2 into number of sectors per cluster. So here we have one cluster, one sector per cluster. So let's calculate this. We use a calculator for this purpose. So we got 36 5 3, we got 36, and now we will find the offset using this formula. Sector size is 512, scope is, we got this, and let's convert it into hexadecimal. We got this. Since it is a hexadecimal value, so we will have to add 0x in front of this number. So let's add this. So this is the starting offset of subdirectory dir1. Let's go to this subdirectory. So as you can see, we are at offset 4800 and the value 10 means it is a subdirectory. This is also a subdirectory. 0f, this is a long file name. And 20, what is 20? 20 is a, means it is a file. So we have to recover this file1.jpg. So again we will repeat the same process. So we'll have to find out the start cluster, and start cluster is situated after 4 bytes. So start cluster is 1 2 3 4, it is 00 and 06. So 0600, since it is, we will have to write it in the little endian format, so it will be 0006, which will eventually will become 0x6 in hexadecimal. Now we will apply this formula on this value. So the start sector of cluster area is 33 plus 6 minus 2 Terix 1, and let's calculate this. We got 37. Now we will apply this formula on this value to find out the offset of file1.jpg. We got this value. Now let's convert this into hexadecimal. We got this value, and let's say 0x in front of it since it is a hexadecimal value. So this is the starting offset of file1.jpg, and now we have to calculate its size. For calculating the size, let's go to this template. So file size is written in the starting 4 bytes on line number 2. So what we'll do here, so this is the size of this file. So let's calculate this. This is 95220. So again write in little endian format, and if we write in hexadecimal format it will become 0x2295. Okay. Now for finding its this is the starting offset of file1.jpg, and this is its size, and to calculate the range we'll have to add these both numbers. So we will add these both numbers. Let's add these both numbers using calculator as the decimal. We got this value 0x. So this is the starting offset, this is the last offset. So now we will apply this range. Now go to select range, 0 and 06, and select it, and then copy it, new, and paste it here. Now we will have to find out the what type of file it is, since it is a jpg file. But if you don't know, we can save this file into a jpg format, but if you don't know what type of file it is, so we can search this initial to find this. Search its file signature. File signature. So we can go to this website and find out. So as you can see, this file signature is of a JPG file. So we will save this file in JPG format, the desktop. So we will type recovered image.jpg. So let's save it and see if we record this image or not. So as you can see, we have successfully recovered this deleted image. So similarly, in this way you can use this hex editor. You can similarly use this hex editor to extract any deleted file. So that's all for this tutorial. If you didn't understand anything, then you can leave a comment below. I will definitely reply to your question. Thanks for watching.